Hi Aries, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your expanded October 2017. So we're doing a couple of bonus readings for you this month. So we've got the expanded Celtic Cross Love Spread. I'm using the Witch's Tarot for that. So this is, you've got two bonus readings, your expanded Celtic Cross Love Spread Tarot reading for October. This will be sort of the energy throughout the whole of October. You've also got the how does he or she feel about me spread coming up alongside this, and also your Celtic Cross spread, okay, for the 1st to the 15th. You'll have a mid-month Gypsy Tarot Love spread coming towards the end of October as well, but we're not doing that this time. We're going to sort of do a bigger reading. Alright, so we're going to use the Ellen Dugan, and what we do for this particular spread is we're looking at in terms of love. We pull a significator card, so I just see how the cards follow around, and whatever comes out to signify you guys and how you're approaching situations, that's you. All right. So Universe Spirit, just give me the general energies around Aries, Sun and Rising signs over the October 2017 period. Show me Aries, Sun and Rising signs. Aries, Sun and Rising signs. Aries, Sun and Rising signs in terms of their love lives in the month of October 2017. I need this to be an expanded Celtic Cross reading. Just give me the lowdown on Aries, Sun and Rising signs. Aries, Sun and Rising signs. Aries, Sun and Rising signs in terms of their love spread for the month of October 2017. Show me. So remember, this is an expanded Celtic Cross reading, okay? These cards are a bit more thicker actually than the other decks that I've got to split it into three. And what we're going to do, we're going to pull out, first of all, your significator card here. We're going to have a look at what the situation is. What we're going to do here is we're going to have a look at your crossing, so your challenges here. The distant past or the root issue is there. So this is the foundation straight. Well, what's the situation about? It will be that one. You've then got you guys, what you've been dealing with in the recent past in terms of love. You've got here the most likely outcome for October, or, you know, crowning ideas as well shows here. So it's crowning thought stroke the most likely outcome. The immediate future for love shows here. Who you guys actually are is here. We've got how other people are seeing you. So this area now is how others see you. This could be the person that's the situation is about, or it could be just people around you. And that area really just show up a lot of stuff, which is interesting. We've got your hopes and desires here. And we've got the overall outcome of the situation here. Okay, and we're going to pull some clarifiers on these areas, alright? We'll try not to make it too much of a complicated reading, but we'll try and get as much information, Aries, for you as we possibly can. So let's have a look at what the situation is about first, which I think is the most intelligent area to sort of go for firstly. Sorry, I like my cards to look neat. So the situation is about justice. So in terms of love, justice can be where you've met the one, where you feel a sense of, whoa, this is it. It's soulmate shit, you know. It's twin flame country. It's justice energy. But justice can also say, it's not justice in the reverse. So it's not say somebody did something to you or something didn't work out. But justice card can also represent, well, there's a need to make some very balanced and fair decisions. And I also forgot to do the bottom of the card energy, sorry, I forgot to mention, this is what I now do. The energies around you guys are the 7 of Wands, sorry. So there's some form of a struggle going on here for some of you guys. This is the overall energy of this reading for October for you guys, the extended Celtic Cross Love Spread. There's difficult energies. Sometimes the 6 of, sorry, I keep calling it 6. The 7 of Wands often is about a battle. So it can be a battle where you're saying, keep the fuck out. Because all of these wands here are often, they're either people saying, I want you. Or it's somebody saying with their fingers, I want you. So these are kind of the fingers here, even though we don't have 6 fingers, we've got 5. But you see what the gist. This is often somebody saying, give it to me. And this person's like, fuck off, no. So some of you guys, the energies might be either around, and it is you, Aries, it's an Aries card, it's wands. It might be that you're rejecting someone or somebody's rejecting you. It might be that you're struggling with someone as well with this 7 of wands energy. So there's a struggle in terms of love going on here. Sometimes this is the need to protect and defend something, but nevertheless it represents some form of a struggle. So the overall energy might be something to do with the struggle here with that 7 of wands. And the situation is about justice. So it might be that the situation is about making some form of a decision. Also, this 7 of wands, it could be that the situation is about a fellow fire sign individual, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But the situation is about justice, making a final decision. Because justice is about where you make a settlement. It is the card that represents things are settled, whether that's court situations, whether that's the decision that you make, whether there's a relationship that's fizzled out and it's justice. It's, you know, it's come full circle, which is what justice is. It represents something, a situation coming full circle. You're the significator card. So actually, the influence card is interesting because that's interesting. Do we have just one moment? Because I'm taking my cue from something here. Let me just look at something here. That's interesting. Yeah, this is the influence. What am I saying? Of course, sorry. It's very early morning. Of course, this is your influence. Because I always look at it as an influence card. It's also it's the crossing card. It's what challenges you. So it's right there. I do apologise. You guys are the significator right now. While the Ace of Cups is something that you're finding difficult to walk away from. You're the Ace of Cups reversed. So the Ace of Cups reversed shows up when you can't let go. When you're in the upright. And even in the upright, sometimes this is a fucking difficult card to get, guys. Because, you know what you've got to do. You know that you've got to, you know, and it's with anything, the Ace of Cups. Because the Ace of Cups can be, you know, I need to give up smoking or I need to give up drinking. And I need to turn my back on it and follow a better path. Because it's, you know, it feels the right thing to do. Or my intuition tells me. Remember, cups that deal with intuition. As well as spirit speaking to us. Feeling things on a soul level. So this Ace of Cups in the upright represents somebody who feels strongly, or they feel strongly that they need to detach emotionally from what could be. I mean, the 8 cups here aren't stacked. They're not stacked in an uneven way as it does show on other cards, if the depiction is on other cards, but nevertheless, it might be that finally this person's maybe managed to put something in order and she says, well, it's time. So something's been put in order on the card. I always look at the pictures, remember. So you guys are the 8 of Cups, and I think that you've already put something in order, but I think that you still, I think you know, emotionally wise, on a very emotionally intellectual basis, that something needs to go. And that, it's not your challenge, but you're the 8 of Cups in the reverse. You can't let go, you're confused. You're showing us the significator card is 8 of Cups in the reverse, and you can't let go of something here. Which is why I feel that the general energy around you is, you know, possibly the need to make some form of a decision, but this isn't the influence, this isn't your challenge, but it might as well be, because you're showing us the 8 of Cups in the reverse. You've not let go of something here. Aries. Let's have a look at what the challenge is. Well, the 2 of Wands, it's a choice that some of you guys have to make here with the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands represents choices, but it also represents the confidence to move forward towards a goal and in a new direction. And your challenge might be, it's either that you're at a little bit of a crossroads in terms of your lives, in terms of a relationship, which is why you're showing as a significator the inability to let go of this. Because your challenge is you're at a crossroads. There's a decision to be made. Are you still confident enough to pursue this thing? The root energy or the foundation for this is the 4 of Pentacles. And it's reversed. So the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse represents a lack of control. When you get the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, often in the upright it represents 3 things. Control, possession, and the inability to change. The inability, it's a resistance to change. But here this person's starting to come out of a comfort zone. So in the root energy, the foundation of this reading is something is being released. And that's interesting because here you can't let go. For some reason, this might be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus individual that you guys are dealing with here. Alright. And it might be that this person has changed. It might be that this person has changed. So maybe there's somebody who was a little bit held back from you. Maybe they've changed, and maybe that's why you're showing us deciding not to abandon a situation, and maybe that's why it's telling us that justice is the energies around you, because your challenge now is the Two of Wands, pursuing this thing with confidence. We'll see what else comes up around this, but you've still got struggle as the overall outcome, which is interesting. In the recent past, you guys, High Priestess in the reverse, so you might have been dealing with a very manipulative energy here, especially if it's somebody who says that they've changed with that Four of Pentacles in the reverse. It might be around that they're being manipulative in what they're doing and what they're saying, and maybe that's why you choose not to abandon. Maybe there's somebody who's telling you something but they don't mean it. The most likely outcome for love in the in October, in this expanded reading, is death. So again, there's no change here. Some of you guys aren't leaving the situation, you're very much staying in it with the Death card in the reverse. Alright, you think you can control this situation here. There's no change when you get death. It's the inability to start something new and fresh. You're staying in the situation. And, you know, from here, I think that this is somebody else. I don't think that this is you. Not unless you're the ones that have let down the reins on something. You've relaxed yourself on with that Four of Pentacles. There's no need to possess or hold on so tightly to a situation here. Maybe you're the ones that are doing this. If this is you, then you've let down some form of control on the situation here. Alright. Because as a significator, you're not letting go, you're not abandoning a situation here. Okay. It might be if you're letting go of the reins of something here. I mean, in terms of the need to hold on or possess a certain thing, it might be as a result of that with this High Priestess. You guys really aren't seeing clearly at all. Because your significator is you decided not to abandon something here, and your focus, the energies around you are receiving justice. But justice is justice. It's not. It's a neutral card like the Wheel of Fortune. You can get your justice, but you get your justice. Justice is really about what you put out there is what you get back. You've got no change here. We're going to have a look at the immediate future, where you've got the Hermit showing up here. So the Hermit can represent withdrawal when it comes to love. It can represent a need to withdraw oneself and hold back. But it can also represent when, because this person, the Hermit card, is looking into justice. So when you get the Hermit card, it's seeking something. It's seeking justice. You guys are seeking something here, I feel. Or there's a Virgo individual around you that's seeking something in terms of love. They're seeking justice, balance, completion. Interesting. You guys right now are the Ten of Swords. So I think that you're done with the situation, really. That's interesting. You're showing us the Ten of Swords. But I don't think you're done, because your significator card is showing us you guys not abandoning a situation. So you're showing us the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Somebody who's still stuck in the past, or they're still stuck in a situation. And they've not fully emotionally, you've not emotionally, let's say, abandoned a situation here. But you're showing us somebody, I think some of you guys might be a little bit depressed here, being the Ten of Swords. I think you're depressed, and I think that the depression comes from an inability to abandon something here. Alright? And I think that in the distant past, you did let go of a situation here, but it's led to, in the recent past, the High Priestess, which is a sense of confusion within the self here. Because I think that you release something here, you let go. This isn't somebody who's external to you, who's being manipulative, perhaps. I think that this is you guys letting go here, and I think as a result of that, you've been confused. Well, fuck, I've let go of being so possessive of this situation. As a result of that, the High Priestess, you're not really clear whether this was the right thing to do. But you're showing as significant, you're not abandoning something here, because it could be that your focus is on having justice, because you're at a little bit of a crossroads here. There's a decision to make. And the most likely outcome is that you don't abandon whatever this thing is. But it worries me that you guys are the Ten of Swords here. You're feeling defeated. Especially in terms of love, because it's a love reading, obviously. And as a result of that, the focus for the month is on getting justice. So if you're feeling defeated here, because this will always act as the filter through which you see this. So if you're feeling defeated or let down here, or you've been betrayed, some of you guys, it might be that you're looking for your justice on that. Alright? Because your challenge is the Two of Wands. It could be, as I've said, it could be another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius individual. It might be the challenge is somebody had two ways that they could go. Potentially. But I think as a significator card, you've not abandoned this thing entirely. Because it might be in the immediate future you're still looking for your justice. Are you looking for this person to come back, or are you looking for this person to get their justice? Because it might be that in the distant past this person released you, and as a result of that they've been quite manipulative in what they've said or what they've done. It's a very weird reading. We're going to put it together. You guys coming in, how do people see you? Well, they see you as heartbroken, Three of Swords. They see you as really heartbroken. So whoever this is, whether it's the person around you that you're interested in, whether it's family, friends, they see you as really hurt here. Maybe that's why you're seeking your justice here. Because you're really heartbroken. Could be that somebody stabbed you in the back, or you feel betrayed or let down by an individual. And people are seeing you as heartbroken. Okay, and it looks to me like you're seeking your justice because that Hermit is focusing the lamp in. Wherever the Hermit focuses its lamp, it's like the Fool. Wherever the Fool faces or the Hermit faces, they've got an interest in that area. King of Wands. Any cards that are facing another card, it shows the interest is in that area. So you guys, Aries, are seeking some form of justice here. Right, you're hoping for a secret to come out. You want to know the truth because the Moon card is in the reverse and this is in your hopes. So you're hoping for a secret to come out, some form of secret to be revealed to you with the Moon energy in the reverse. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay, as a result of, I mean, this is how people see you. You're heartbroken here. But in the immediate future, you guys are seeking justice here because your hopes are for the truth. And that's because the most likely outcome is you can't let something go here with the Death energy. And also your significator says that you still haven't been able to release an energy. So I think what's happened is somebody's hurt you guys. You've not been able to release this energy and you want the truth from the individual. Okay, and as a result of, you know, you guys wanting to seek, I think this is you here, the Hermit in the immediate future, shows you seeking, but you're looking towards justice. So you're seeking the truth, you're seeking justice, you want your justice here. The outcome shows, and here you can't let go because of that. Because you've not got your answers and you are hoping for the truth with the Moon energy. In the reverse, you're hoping for a secret, somebody to come up with the truth, somebody to tell you tell you the truth. But the outcome is you probably won't get this because the Queen of Wands in the reverse. And that's actually you. Fucking hell, of course. Aries, Queen of Wands is an Aries card. Okay. I think that by the end of October, some of you guys are going to be feeling really quite pissed off with this Queen of Wands in the reverse. We've got this card, we know what this is here, and what we're going to do is, let me just think the best way to do this. Right, let's get the smaller cards on this reading. I want to see why you guys are the Ten of Swords. Why is Aries the Ten of Swords in October? Why is Aries the Ten of Swords? Too many cards. Why is Aries the Ten of Swords in October 2017? Show me. Right, it might be that there's an air sign here and an Empress. So it might be that you're feeling let down by a partner who's got with someone else. Because you've got an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and you've got an Empress, another woman here. So it might be that you're feeling let down because somebody got with somebody else here. We can clearly see a man and a woman sitting side by side. So it might be somebody, could also be this air sign is communicating that they're with somebody else here. The Empress energy showing up. Empresses can also represent, I'm trying to think of the zodiac sign that they represent. I know Taurus is one of them. I'm not sure whether Aries does as well. I'm not sure. But I think somebody's communicating with you. This is an emotion. If this is you, then somebody's emotionally quite distant towards you, Aries. If this is not you, then this could be an air sign or an emotionally distant male or female, possibly is with somebody else, the Empress here. The root issue is the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Why is the root issue the Four of Pentacles in the reverse for Aries? Show me in two cards. Well, the Knight of Swords is in the reverse, and this shows somebody who is a coward. So it shows cowardice and fear showing up with this Knight of Swords reverse. I think somebody's been slow to start something here, or they've been slow to communicate, because the Knight of Swords in the reverse says that information's not coming through so quickly, and somebody's fearful to start, or somebody's been fearful to act on something here. So it might be the root issue is that you guys relinquish some form of control over a situation, because this person here may have been, and it's the same suit, but this person, it might be that you're feeling let down because somebody's with somebody else that you know. It could be an air sign is with another individual here, this Empress, and it might be the root issue is that you guys let go and you decided to relinquish control, or even holding on. When you get Four of Pentacles in the reverse, in the upright, it means you're holding on to something, but in the reverse, it means you let go. So something in the root energy, the foundation is some of you guys might have let go of a situation because somebody was taking their time to communicate with you, or they were taking their time to act on something here with the Magician energy here. But it could also be that, because you've got the Magician, and I just pulled another card, the Nine of Swords, and the actions of the Magician cause worry. So it might be that you let go of a situation because somebody was fearful that their action could cause worry. Alright, so the action taker is the Magician. This is a card where you're not moving forward very quickly. You're being very coy or very fearful. This is somebody who often, with the Knight of Swords in the reverse, doesn't keep a promise, doesn't act on what they say. They're fearful, they're cowardice, it shows. Okay, so it might be somebody was cowardly to act because it would cause worry. And that might be why. It might either be that you relinquished control of the situation, Aries, because it could be that you were feeling a little bit of cowardice to act or say something that would cause some worry, or would maybe enhance your own worry. But I think it's more that you guys decided just to give up on a situation, let go of it with that Four of Pentacles in the reverse as the foundation, because I think it's somebody's cowardice or somebody's nervousness to act here caused you a lot of worry. And I think it's this person here that for some of you guys might have let you down because they got with someone else, but it might be that they were finding it difficult to tell you that. In the recent past, you guys experienced as a result of that the High Priestess in the reverse. Show me why, please, in two cards. Two of Wands. Oh, they're there again, the High Priestess. Okay, so I think that this is real anger. You get the High Priestess reverse, and this is somebody who feels a hell of a lot of anger, and she's holding it really deeply within, really deep. And I think that you guys have been in the recent past as a result of this, been internalizing, I would say, with that High Priestess. Possibly some anger here with the High Priestess reversed, Aries. Because I think that, you know, you've got this two of Wands. The Two of Wands is also a choice, and the High Priestess is over a secret woman. Because you get High Priestesses, and they're usually secret people. Okay, but at a crossroads. And it could also be at a crossroads over waiting. So in the recent past, some of you guys might have been a little bit at a crossroads, trying to make a decision. Also with this High Priestess, do you wait? Because High Priestess is also a waiting card. It's when you're waiting patiently for something to happen that never happens. Alright. You guys, your significator card is the Eight of Cups. So why is Aries showing as the significator being the Eight of Cups? Why is Aries showing as their significator card being the Eight of Cups? Show me. And that's reversed because of the Tower and Death in the reverse. Right, so the Tower card is about chaos and things that create chaos and endings within our lives. But the Death card is a card that says there's been no change, or it's not. This Tower has not brought about an ending of something. The Death card is about control. Alright, it's about when it's in the reverse, you're able to control how something ends. Alright, the Tower you want to control here. So the fallout of something, you guys haven't been able to abandon a situation here, because the Tower, the fallout of whatever this situation is, you definitely want to be in control of with that Death card. And it's in the reverse. And that's why the most likely outcome for this, but we'll go into that in a minute. We're going to see why you guys, the energies around you guys are justice. Why are the energies around Aries justice? Why are the energies around Aries justice for love in the month of October 2017? Right, so the Knight of Cups. Right, so somebody's offering you guys something, because you've got the Knight of Cups is offering something to a single individual or somebody that feels on their own. Alright, so the energies around you are the Knight of Cups, there's an offer. The Nine of Pentacles is here. Alright, and that can be any sign, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be an earth sign, you're Aries. So this is a man or a woman that's offering love to somebody on their own. To somebody who feels on their own, or they're on their own. And that's why the energies might be that you'll get justice in that way. Your challenge is the Two of Wands. Why is Aries challenge the Two of Wands in this reading? Why is Aries challenge the Two of Wands? Because of the Four of Swords. Well, you guys, it might be that you're at a little bit of a crossroads because you're withdrawn from a commitment here. Four of Swords can be that you're contemplating commitment or you're withdrawing from commitment here. The most likely outcome for your love lives will be death in the reverse. Why is it death in the reverse for Aries? Why is it death in the reverse for Aries for their love lives in October 2017 in 2 cards? Because of 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so I think that you're working towards trying to balance something out here. 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. And 2 of Pentacles has always been a very difficult card for me to explain in terms of love. Because the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse often means when you've just got too many things. But the 8 of Pentacles is a card where you're putting hard work and effort into, I think, into trying to stabilise a situation here. So I think that you guys, the most likely outcome will be that you can't let go of this situation because you're putting a lot of hard work and effort into trying to stabilise a situation with this 2 of Pentacles reversed. You've experienced the Hermit coming in. Why is Aries experiencing the Hermit coming in to their love lives in the month of October? Show me. 6 of Pentacles. Alright. Well, I definitely think that you're experiencing the need to seek something here. And what is it that you're seeking? Because when you get the Hermit, it's about somebody who's seeking something. I don't think this is withdrawal. I think it's you're seeking. And what is it you're seeking? You're seeking possibly some form of attention with that 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles in terms of love means give and take relationships. It can mean one-sided, but I don't think it's one-sided. This is now because you're seeking here. I think that you're seeking something here, Aries. And what you're seeking is the 6 of Pentacles. So someone to pay attention to you by perhaps communicating something nice with that Page of Cups. Because the 6 of Pentacles is about having somebody pay attention to you over other people. And that is by the Page of Cups, communicating nice words, saying I love you, saying I care about you. I think that this is what you're seeking here, which is why you're seeking justice. You're seeking this person coming back with that Knight of Cups and offering something to you here. You're seeking justice. And you're seeking justice, and the justice that you're seeking is this person coming back and saying, you know, let's do this thing again, or let's be together again. You're on your own here, and I think that you're seeking this Knight of Cups to come and do that. It's almost like for some of you guys even rescue you from this Knight of Pentacles stage here. Knight of Pentacles doesn't always mean that you want to be on your own. It just means that you're single. Immediate future is this. Seeking that justice. But why are you seeking? Because of the 6 of Pentacles. What you're seeking is this person to show you that they're paying your attention by perhaps communicating nicely to you. Maybe if this person's with somebody else, you want them to take the attention of whoever they're with and come back to you here. You're seen as the 3 of Swords. Why is Aries seen as the 3 of Swords? Why is Aries seen as the 3 of Swords? Show me in 2 cards. Because the King of Cups and the 8 of Swords. I think that your emotions are very tied up at the moment. And I think that also a lot of you guys might not be expressing much. Because the King of Cups in the upright can show also somebody who finds it very difficult to express emotions. So they tend to kind of hold them back a little bit with the 8 of Swords. So I think that you're emotionally quite restrictive at the moment. You're possibly not emotionally very open. And this is why people are seeing you as the 3 of Swords. Somebody who's going through a lot of hurt. Could be because a King of Cups did this to you. So it might be King of Cups, King of the Swords are the same person. Okay? Might be that a man or a male or female water sign got you like this 8 of Swords. Bound, trapped, feeling negative, feeling a lack of confidence as well. Your hopes will be for the moon. Why is Aries hopes for the moon? Why is Aries hopes for the moon? Show me in the reverse, please. Right, so the 3 of Pentacles. Well, you're hoping for a secret to come out, and I think it's on a third person situation here. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. Okay, this is like somebody's made a choice between 2 people that caused heartbreak, or this can be a choice card as well. Or this is 3 people. You've got 2 3s here, so this could be third party situation, wanting the truth on this situation here. And the outcome shows us the Queen of Wands. Why is the outcome for love for Aries, the Queen of Wands, reversed in 2 cards? Well, you've got the Sun. Oh, God, you're there again. This should be happy and confident. So some of you guys, it might be with this Queen of Wands reversed, the outcome is, because Aries is the Queen of Wands, it might be that you are very sort of, I think you come to your senses here. Even though she's in the reverse, I think that you almost give up on a situation, because when you get the Queen of Wands in the upright, she's very, very confident, fearless, but she's also raring to go. She has a real interest, there's a great passion. It might be that by the end with this Queen of Wands in the reverse, you start to lose a little bit of that passion for the situation. I think because the Sun, and I think that this is clarity, brings confidence back to you in this situation here, Aries, okay? It might also be that there's another individual facing you here, because you've got a King of Wands, and this would be your natural counterpart. So you can see 2 court cards. It might be that you give up on this situation with the Queen of Wands because there's new love that comes in. You've got the Sun, happiness, for the Queen of Wands with another individual, a King of Wands. Okay, so there's another person that's showing up for you here, okay? Potentially showing up. I think that there's somebody else that might grab your eye. There might be some other attention that's placed on you guys. Let's get this reading again very quickly. So this is the expanded love spread for some of you guys. So you guys are the Ten of Swords, and you might be feeling betrayed and let down and defeated in terms of love. It could be because there was an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a very sort of emotionally cold individual here might have got with somebody else, for example, or you might feel that you might know that they're here, or you might feel that they've got with somebody else here, which is why your focus, the energies around you for love. But I think mainly, you know, when you look at the present situation, or you look at the energies around something, it's what somebody's thinking, feeling. It can be outside energies as well, but I think because looking at this here, the energies around for some of you guys in October will be on receiving justice by having this person come back to you and offer an apology to you. Maybe even offer an apology for leaving you on your own, or making you feel on your own, or making you feel that, you know, you're on your own in this situation and that they didn't want you. I think as a result of this, you want them to do that. Because your challenge is the Two of Wands. Being at a little bit of a crossroads here. Do you stay or do you go? Do you still stick around? Do you still hold out hope with that Two of Wands? Okay, being your challenge. Because I think that some of you guys, because it could be that this person here withdrew from the commitment with that Hierophant here. But it also might be that you've been praying, because the Four of Swords can mean prayer. And this is a religious card. So if you're married or anything, it might be that you're still at a crossroads. Do you stay or do you go? Because you're still praying for this to be commitment, for this person to be committed to you. In the distant past of this situation, I think that you guys with this Four of Pentacles let go of a situation here. Alright? And I think it's because this person wasn't forthcoming with information, because they knew it was going to worry you here. And it might be this energy here that somebody did something else. Knight of Swords in the reverse shows a coward. You know, so this shows a real coward here, and I think it was a coward. I think also you guys let go because a coward, it might be that this coward started something. When you get magicians, they can show cheating as well. Really, it should show another card after that that indicates that. If it's another woman or another male card, it usually shows something. If it's the Lovers, if it's the Devil, something like that, it will show cheating. But you guys, I think that you're the Four of Pentacles here in the distant past, and I think that you just gave up control on this situation because this person here, whoever this person is, was a little bit of a coward in terms of communicating with you, or in terms of manifesting something with you maybe, or starting something. The Magician means to start, or they might have been a bit of a coward in terms of acting or communicating, because it could have caused, they felt that it was going to cause, it might also be because of their own guilt here with this Nine of Swords. You know, they lacked any fearlessness to sort this issue out, because with the Magician card, they were fearless in terms of creating or acting, because they knew that this would cause some worry somewhere along the line. In the recent past, though, I feel that you guys have been feeling around whatever this situation is, Aries, a real sense of anger, internalised anger with that High Priestess in the reverse. And that's because I think that you guys are still at this little bit of a crossroads here in terms of the High Priestess. your intuition. It might be that your intuition is in two ways. Yes, and here we can see that the challenge is you're at a crossroads here. You can go two ways, because some of you guys might have been still praying for the commitment. Some of you guys might have tried to withdraw from this commitment here. But I think as a result of that also, what we have is that you've been with this High Priestess in the recent past as a result of this area here, really angry. Internalized anger is the High Priestess in the reverse. I mean, she doesn't speak it, but she feels it on her. It can really be quite strong depression for some of you guys, because you're at a bit of a crossroads in terms of what your intuition is telling you with this High Priestess. And as a result of that, your Significator card is really showing me that you guys have found not being able to fully let go emotionally with this Eight of Cups in the reverse, because this fallout, you're trying to halt complete and utter eradication. Because the Death in the reverse means that you're controlling the situation, shutting down. And there's a shutdown with the Tower, a complete and utter eradication of whatever this is, but you're trying to control how far you end this situation completely. And I think that, you know, as a result of that, the most likely outcome for love will be that, well, there's no change here. You don't have that fresh start for some of you guys that you really do need. Because I think that you're still working towards turning this situation around with that Two of Pentacles. Right? You're still putting hard work and effort into trying to solve something of a stagnant situation going on here. And that's why in the immediate future, we can see that you're facing in on justice. So you're seeking your justice. You want this person, for some of you guys, to come back and say, you know, oh, I'm sorry, you know, I'm sorry I did this, and blah, blah. I'm sorry that, you know, I wasn't honest with you and I wasn't coming forward with the truth and everything like that. I just didn't want to start an argument or, you know, begin your paranoia over stuff. I just didn't want, you know, and you're waiting, you're looking in at the Justice card and you're saying, you know what, I'm seeking my justice here. And that justice is this person comes back to me here and says this. But also what you're seeking is because of the Six of Pentacles. So if you guys, it might be that you're still seeking this because you're invested in love still. You're still making that investment in this relationship with the Page of Cups. How people see you is really heartbroken with that Three of Swords, because it might be emotionally you're a little bit shut down with that Eight of Swords energy. It might also be that this person made you feel like this with the Eight of Swords. Could be a water sign individual, it doesn't have to be. Your hopes will be to gain the truth of the situation, because there was a third party. I think for some of you guys this is a third party situation. Three of Pentacles and Three of Swords should show third party. There's many people involved in the situation, and I think you want the absolute clarity on it. But I think in the end, some of you guys, it's almost like you run out of steam with this Queen of Wands. This is you guys as well, Aries. You're running out of steam on this situation. Might be for some of you guys you find happiness because you found your natural companion here in a King of Wands. You're both looking at each other. So some of you guys, it might be somebody new. Alright? And you run out of steam with this because there's somebody new around you here, I feel. And also remember, your overall energy was about struggle. Okay? Struggling with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Okay? Struggles bring a lack of enthusiasm. So I think because you're struggling with something, it brings a lack of enthusiasm. Okay? And it's not bringing... There's a lack of enthusiasm, but there's also a lack of results here. So there's there's a big struggle going on for you guys in terms of love in October with an individual that you just want the truth from. You sense something about this person, but they're not being 100% upfront. There's a massive struggle here that brings a lack of enthusiasm to, you know, build anything with the Three of Pentacles. But also there's a struggle here, and this brings a lack of enthusiasm that any rewards can actually come from this with that Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So I definitely feel that you guys are going to be running out of steam on a situation here by the end of October. And I think for some of you, it could be that you find new love with somebody else. Let's have a look at the... advice cards from the angels. Universe, Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Leo on this, not Leo, Aries, sorry, on this situation? What is the advice that you have for Aries? What advice do you have for Aries? What is the advice that you have for Aries, show me? Past life relationship, you have known each other before. So that might be where all the angst is coming in. That might be why you're seeking your justice. Because some of you guys feel that this person should come back to you. Alright, it's a past life relationship. And very soon you're going to clearly need to decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So what I'm saying with this reading, I'm not saying that if you've got an out and out pig who's done this to you, Aries, that you go back. Because that's what some people do, you see. That's the problem. Some people, Aries, what they do is they have a pig of a person in their life. And this is why I'm very, very dubious about the twin flame fucking shit. Sorry for swearing, but I am. I see so many of these forums and you get all these people, oh yeah, he or she's coming back and, you know, yeah, this is, you know, they're definitely my twin flame and, you know, we're all in this runner chaser bullshit and that. And I'm sorry. I am very, very, very sorry. But you know what? Twin flame bullshit is just a chance to allow someone to behave badly. And just because you might think somebody's a twin flame, it doesn't mean that they actually think. It doesn't even mean that they're on your vibrational level. Alright? Now, I'm very careful in the way that I explain these two advice cards, because I know that some people could look at this and think, if it resonates with them, oh, mine, this person must be mine, and what I need to do is just clearly decide what I want, ask the universe, and the person will come back. Let me tell you something. If that, everybody's got free will, and if that person is not on your vibrational level, they're not coming back. And even if they do come back, Aries, it will be brief. It will be brief. Because that person is not in vibration, they're not in sync with you. And also your vibration is out of sync. Because when you know that somebody's not right for you and you still want them back, which I think some of you guys do here, you think you're still seeking it from this individual and you're not letting go. Clearly, as the significator card is saying, clearly is this area here, the most likely outcome is saying, and clearly there's a lot of shit that you're burying down deep here with this High Priestess. So for some of you guys, your vibrations might even be out of alignment in terms of love in October. And as I said, this is general, so it's not going to, you know, not going to resonate with everyone. But if it resonates with you, your vibrational harmony might just be out of sync. And when you're not in harmony vibrationally, and it could be anything to do with bills that you've got to pay, your, you know, your family around you, your life, you might be bored, you might be unhappy. All of those things can still encourage a person to want somebody back that's not good for them. Because it's not about the person, it's about you. So you need to, you know, for some of you guys, it could be new love comes in. Because I think you come to your senses by the end of the reading, either way. But this is a past life relationship. Yeah, I agree with that. It is. It is. Okay? You've known each other before. It's more than likely a past life relationship. I do believe, don't get me wrong, I do believe in the soulmate twin flame shit. But I think that, you know, the twin flame shit comes in because it's there to teach us something about ourselves. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be with that person. And all I'm saying is if you're waiting for a twin flame to come back to you or a soulmate to come back to you, you've just got to get on with your life if you can and just allow them to learn whatever lesson or to catch up with you whenever they do. Because if they don't, then they don't. They were never meant to be there. They were still a twin flame or a soulmate, but they came into this life to serve some form of a purpose for you, okay? Some form of a purpose, all right? It's not all the time that it's going to work out, all right? Some of you guys, if you want to get to know someone, you've just got to let go of the control issues, all right? Just let go of controlling whatever the situation is. Some of you guys, Aries, you've met an absolute pig and you're still holding on to the pig, you know? There's no point in it because a pig is a pig, you know? Some of you are still holding on to someone who's not worth it. But I get a sense that it's because of the, you know, you're waiting. Here we go. You want your justice. Hermit's facing in on justice. You want your justice. You're focusing on getting justice. And that's because you want this person to offer you love. You want them to offer love to the single woman or to the single woman or male or the woman or the man that feels on their own. Because you reckon it was a sharing, give and take relationship that had probably had great potential with the Page of Cups that could have developed romantically, but not all the time. Alright? So this is a great reading. Some of you guys, it's time to let go of the situation. If you can, stop trying to stop the fallout here. It's a significator area. You're trying to stop some form of a fallout here from happening, but it's going to fall out. It's going to happen either way. You can only do death in the reverse for a certain time because death is an inevitable area of life in all areas of life. Some things always have to end. There's no doubt about it. It has to end. Right from the flower in the ground to the table, you know, it gets chipped, it gets broken. And especially in terms of humanity, you get married, you could be married for 70 years, one of you's going to die, you're both going to die, it's not going to last. So death is an inevitable, and you guys, the Tower, you're trying to stop the inevitable here. You're trying to stop the inevitable. If you'd have had the Tower in the reverse, you'd have still been trying to do that. And that's why you're not leaving something alone, because you're trying to, you're ignoring what the inevitable is. And the inevitably is showing in the outcome that eventually there's boredom showing here. You're going to have to let go of this thing because there could be something better coming in for you guys. Alright, that is your reading, your love reading for October, your extended one. I'd like to say, Aries, thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Take care.